Hi everybody, welcome back to my farmhouse kitchen today. I'm glad to have you here. And today I'm going to share with you a recipe that was given to me by my neighbor when I was a teenager growing up. And what I remember about these cookies is that every year at Christmas time she made all different kind of Christmas cookies, a whole lot of them, and she would put them in those Christmas tins that you could buy. And when you went to her house, she would have all these tins stacked up on her dining room table, and each one of them had a different type of cookie in it. And she shared those with people and stuff. But when we would go over there, she would open up a tin and give you some cookies. And I loved these cookies. I thought they were like the best, of course, because they were fudge cookies, so that explains part of it because I love chocolate. But anyway, I asked her for the recipe, and so she gave me this recipe. And it's not something that I make really often. It's kind of one of those things I forget all about. But the other day, I needed something really quick and easy that I could make, and I remembered about these cookies, and I knew I had a cake mix, so I had all the ingredients I needed. It only takes 4 different ingredients, and so I made these cookies, and it just reminded me of them, and I decided that I would share them with all of you because they are really delicious and really easy to make. So technically this is not a from scratch recipe because you do start with a cake mix, but sometimes what you really need is quick, easy, and good. And that's what this cookie recipe is. So, and this is not, I'm saying it's a Christmas cookie because that's what it means to me because of my neighbor and the way she made the Christmas cookies every year. But this is delicious any time of the year. So, don't think this is only a Christmas cookie. You can make this anytime. And it's really easy. Like if you have younger kids and you want something easy to make with them, this is the perfect recipe for that too. So the only 4 ingredients that you need is you need a cake mix. Now her recipe called for a specific type of cake mix, which I don't even know what it is at the moment. But over the years when I've made this, I've used whatever cake mix I happen to have. And so I happen to have this dark chocolate cake mix. This is what I'm going to use. So I think anything for the fudge cookie, anything, kind of on the lines of dark chocolate, fudge kind of thing, that is what you need to do this one. So you need this. You need 2 eggs, which I have ready already, a half of a cup of oil, and powdered sugar. That's it. So, I always have eggs, oil on hand. I usually have powdered sugar on hand just because it's something that you kind of need randomly from time to time. And then I don't always have cake mixes. That's definitely not something that I always have on hand. But I do think it's a good idea to kind of always have one for a quick and easy cake, like if you have, guests that are going to show up unexpectedly or something like that. So I just don't always think about it and have one, but I did this time when I needed something quick and easy. So I was able to make, I actually had 2, so I made the first batch with these that I took to the event, and then this box I'm going to use to show you how to make the recipe. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and open the cake mix and put that in my bowl. That's going to be my first thing that I'm going to put in here. All right. So I'm going to stir this up and just kind of get those lumps out of it. I could have kind of worked it through the bag too, but I'm going to get the lumps out. I'm going to make a little space in the middle, and I'm going to go ahead and put in my 2 eggs. All right, and now I'm going to add my cooking oil. So that was a half of a cup of oil. And I'm going to mix this up really good. Oil, eggs, and cake mix. And you don't need a mixer to do this. You can just mix it up with a spoon and it will work fine. And it makes a really thick batter. So that you can roll it into a ball. Okay, I'm going to hold this up so that I can make sure you can see it. But it has just turned into a thick ball. And this is exactly how it's supposed to be. So now I'm going to be rolling these into little balls. So I'm going to go wet my hands a little bit because that's what I like to do in order to do that. So I'm going to wet my hands and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to use my little scooper just because I want to try to get my cookies all about the same size. They don't have to be perfect, but I'm going to use my little scooper to scoop my dough out. You can use a spoon or even a measuring spoon, like a tablespoon would work. And then I'm going to put it on my parchment lined cookie sheet. And I have my oven preheating to 350. So I'm going to try to scoop these out in kind of, I don't want them to be huge, so I'm not going to do rounded scoops with this, but then I'm just going to roll it up and then roll it in my powdered sugar. And I pre-sifted this powdered sugar. And then I'm going to place it onto my cookie sheet. Now you want to put them far enough apart that they're not going to bake together. All right, I have a little bit of dough left in here, but I am going to leave that because it's not going to fit on my cookie sheet. I want them to have plenty of room to spread out while they're baking and not end up touching each other because they make a really pretty cookie, and so I don't want to mess that up. So I'm going to wait and bake these in the next batch. I'm going to go ahead and put these into my 350-degree oven, and I will show you what they look like when they're done. So here they are out of the oven, and these baked at 350 degrees for 10 minutes. And I ended up getting 20 cookies out of my recipe using that scoop that I used. But if you made them a little smaller, you would get more than that. But these, like I said, they're really good. They're soft and fudgy, and they're pretty. So they are an easy thing to make, especially, like if you would want to let your kids make something to give to neighbors or something like that at Christmas time, or just when you need something really quick and really fast. This is it. I mean, it doesn't take any time to mix it up, 10 minutes to bake it, and you're done. So I hope y'all will grab a cake mix so you'll have one on hand the next time you need something really quick and easy like that. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. I make a new video every week. And so I really appreciate all of you who are watching my videos. It really helps me a lot. And I just want to thank y'all for stopping by my farmhouse today.